Alright, what's up everyone, and welcome back to Forge Hub, and today we're going to be taking a look at a map called Ecotone. Now this is a pretty interesting and beautiful 2v2 map. In the description of it says where the forest meets the sand, and so that's a very unique, at least personally to me. I haven't seen very much of forest and sand type of environments. So let's go ahead and hop in and see how these forgers have done this. So at the start of it, you could tell very nice looking UNSC type of base here. You know, beautiful the stuff. Again, beautiful aesthetics. While I was doing the B-roll fly through stuff, I was looking at these background aesthetics. I'm like, oh, this looks good. This looks good. I love background aesthetics. You want me to be happy? Give me some good background aesthetics like this. But overall, it just looks fantastic. So look here, you got the forest type of thing over on this side. I'm guessing the other side is going to be more of sand. There, so let's go ahead and take a look at the forested side of things. Like, look at this, we got some overgrowth here coming through these. What is this, some sort of forerunner thing that they have here, something like that. But look at all the vines and everything, growing on the wiring and the pipes and stuff like that. Very cool. I love the cracks here have the green. It's not just the gray cracks or the lighter colored cracks. It's like that, you know, there's grass and dirt and stuff, you know, underneath there, and moss has grown in or something like that. Very cool. We got an overshield right here. Nice. And look at the water down below. I love, oh wow, look at the frigate over there. So that's pretty cool. I love whenever they have just background aesthetics. I know I've said that 1,000 times. I just love it. I absolutely love seeing this. Oh look, there's a little jump path over here that you could get around. That's pretty cool. We'll stay to the outside for right now and go in the center later on as we look through. Of course, the terrain, you know, superb work by these forgers, having the terrain and as well as putting the vegetation around the side, so you could tell this is kind of like the walking path where these Spartans take. Very good job there, and the inclusion of dirt right here, kind of like nicely forming in to the dirt right across where the door is. Very cool. We'll check out the center in a second, so let's go ahead and keep running through here. We got a BR there. We got a truck. Uh-oh, we got a Spartan. Dead Spartan. Sad day. Oh, and he's holding a toy. Oh, devastating. He just wanted to play. He just wanted to play, and there was a collapse. That's so sad right there. That's devastating. But overall, like, just love the aesthetics of stuff like that. Just not just having a closed off door, having something like, you know, that broken and it's coming through or something like that, and that's the reason why it's closed. And even having the door itself kind of broken and bent. Very nice touch. Really like that a lot. And look at this. I love having the wires coming across. You know, I say this in pretty much every video that I uploaded here on Forge Hub. I love the fact whenever people change the floor types. Like, you look at this and even the walls and stuff. You know, you look at those floor types, look at these over here. They're different types of floors, so it doesn't seem monotonous and just the same, you know, type stuff. Even though they have the same striping on the walls, which makes sense. You know, they break it up by putting some pipes here, you know, this little wire thing coming in through with this little, I don't know, terminal type of stuff right here. We got a door. We of course got some mopping stuff. They really got to get to work over here. A lot of debris over here, so they really need to go. We need that, what is it called, that one game, Viscera cleanup detail, where you actually clean up after, you know, first person shooters or something like that. That was such a fun game. But look at this. We got more gates and stuff like that. So, okay, so I'm guessing we're making our way, yeah, over to the other side. There's a desert area on there. That's really cool. I love the desert in the forest type of theme there. Okay, can we get under here? No, we can't. Sad day. That's a good hiding spot right there. But pretty good. I love this. Like, this is what I was talking about. Like, adding lockers and stuff to there. We added a little whiteboard right here where, you know, you have stuff. We got posters and TV screens and stuff. And look at these screens up here. Like, it just breaks up, you know, the monotonous nature of building a map in Forge. You know, you got to make sure you add some detail in there. So look at this beautiful, you know, desert landscape right here. I really like what they've done with this landscape. It's not just flat. It actually has like canyons and, you know, different elevations and stuff like that. Definitely really cool. Love what they have done there. We got some more satellite, you know, distance, stuff like that over there. So let's go down here. Look at this. So, you know, this will be a hiding spot right here. Someone's gonna sit right here and wait for someone to come through this little door and get them. But here we go. We're over into the desert area now. So we're walking on sand. A great little off of the floor here, transitioning into the desert pieces right here. Great job on that as well. So in case if y'all don't know what I do, if you are new here, a lot of times I love looking at maps, walking through and just looking at what these forgers create. These forgers spend an insane amount of time building these maps. And a lot of times whenever, people feature the maps or people play the maps, you're not going to be able to see all the detail and really appreciate everything that they have done because you're in the middle of playing it or something like that. So I like coming in, checking out all the little detail and everything, and really appreciate what these forgers have done for this community and building this map. So I hope y'all do enjoy it. If you are new and you don't know why am I talking about all the aesthetics of everything, that is the reason why. So look at all this absolutely beautiful work here. We got all the desert type of stuff here. That's an interesting way of breaking up like red side and blue side and stuff, like making it different themed in the sense of a forest and a desert. Haven't really seen that. I may have seen it in the past, but not off the top of my head. I don't remember. So that's a really cool theme and a really cool idea to do. Now, of course, I've seen many people do different themes on each side of the map. But I'm not sure if I've seen some as, like the contrast of a lush forest and a desert. That's definitely really cool. So even though I'm sure there have been other times that it has been done, but I just don't remember off the top of my head. So, okay, looks like we're back towards the beginning. So let's go ahead and go towards the center here. Let's go in the inner ring here. So it's a nice inner area here that, different elevation changes, which is great. Makes the players look up and down, so it's not just completely flat, and even gets in drops. And I believe there's like a this is pretty much like one floor here, second floor here, third floor there, so there's like 3 floors right there. We have gone through this is like a data center here, down here. I love this little theme of this room here. So let's go ahead and run through. We got a bulldog right there, so we got different types of weapons, and that bulldog definitely works right there. More close combat with that type of stuff. We got some equipment here, and I'm not really I'm not sure if there's anything else. Oh wait, we got a room right here. There is an upper room, and of course we got a power weapon skewer here in the center. I'm actually kind of glad. I guess maybe it can be also, it could change. It could be filtered through the different power weapons, but I kind of like that there's not rockets, because that could be some insane OPs. Skewer requires a little bit more skill, and it's a lot of fun to be able to use. So that's definitely really cool. I love what they've done with this map. If you do want to check it out, the bookmark link will be in the description down below. And be sure to subscribe right here on Forge Hub for more custom maps, walkthroughs, and stuff like that, like where I talk about all the aesthetics and support these amazing forgers that do a lot of incredible work for the games and everything. So thank you again for coming out. Appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next one. And remember, let's forge a new Halo.